tonight. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikes taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up. Jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his second season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 19 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On first down, right back to Strong. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here on this Thanksgiving holiday 2022. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Stevenson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up, and we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Cousins to throw it. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Matt Judon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action now. Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Jones throw taken in by Bourne. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Folks' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Cousins now from the 50. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. On 2nd down, Cook. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
18 yards the gain for number 18. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2nd and 11. Cousins shakes off the... But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The kick by Crosby is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Right side, Thornton with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Jones steps away to his left. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To throw again on second down. Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Back to throw again. This one swung outside to Strong. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw going into the hands of Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. As we'll run you through what's going on both today and later on this weekend. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. And then finally, a Cyber Monday edition of Monday Night Football, as the final game of November is the Steelers and the Colts from Lucas Oil Stadium. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Jones on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Cousins now. It's complete to Williams. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Here's Chandler on second down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Oh, look at the juke. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with his 2nd and 4. Here's Cousins. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd and 4. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. Touchdown! Preston Williams from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Cousins will try and throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Folk, and they open the lead up now to 25. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. To throw is Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing, Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now Cousins. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Patriots, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7.